What is up, my friends? Anybody ready to bake? Anybody ready to start baking? Because let me tell you, I'm losing my mind. Losing it. What's everybody doing? Hey, girl. How are you? I got to plug in my food processor. Listen, I'm getting a little anxious and a little crazed here, so I got to make my space happier. I got to make my space happier. I got to have space. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. It's all creative. You know that, right? So I'm super, super excited to do... Oh, girl, I'm not a good baker. I like to create. I am a creative person. I love creating. And there's nothing more than a former heavyweight likes to do than eat, right? What's up, Gina? How you doing, girl? I'm going to make a lemon blueberry Tease-Cake. So y'all know I'm a vegan. And I want to make sure that you guys get everything you want if you're trying to change your lifestyle. So here is my lifestyle, and I'm sharing it with you because it's how I got to where I am. You don't have to do what I do. If you want to use ricotta instead or cheese, cream cheese, go ahead. But I use, and what is it called? Tofu. So it's going to be a Tease-Cake. Hey, Jill! All right, guys. So let me just start, before we start with the topping and the sauce, I got my notes because y'all know this is how I rock and roll, right? I don't know how to do things otherwise. So I just opened up a package of Bejeweled dates. I have not eaten them. Are we proud of me? Because I could eat a whole package in a heartbeat. All right, so we got to take the pits out of these. I am going to make this relatable to the eating style that I follow, which is the portion control lifestyle. This is, yes, going to make, hopefully, a really good cheesecake. And it'll be, hopefully, not eaten all by me, because Jerry does like this. I'm trying to find the softest ones, because I didn't soak any. So that's 1, 2, I don't know, 4. I'm going to try for 6. 5. Let's find another soft one. This one looks soft. 6. So we're going to go with 6 Bejeweled dates. I got to write it down because if I like it, I'm going to add it to the blog. You know how I work, right? I just write, dang it, 6 dates. All right, let's toss this out. Garbage pail is going to be my friend. I got a mopping. Okay, so also for the oats, I do watch what I do for carbs too. I don't give up carbs because I might have to kill a brother. But I love my carbs every single day. So I'm going to put in, and I keep my container in here so it's all relative. I'm going to put in 2 because all I want to do is make a little crust. So I'm going to call it 2 yellow containers because that's how I work in Cheryl's world. 2 yellow. All right. This is creating as we go along. Now the dates should be sweet enough. And we're hoping that I don't need water. Where's the cover? Oh, this happens all the time. All the time. So we're going to give this a second. And hopefully it won't be too loud. And while that's going, I want to tell you what we're going to do for the blueberry sauce. Because that needs to also cook. So we're going to do blueberries. We're going to do lemon zest. The lemon zest is very flavorful. So you're going to want to do at least 2 lemons. And that's what I did. So let me write down zest, 2 lemons. And then the monk fruit, I would like to start off with the monk fruit. Thanks! I love y'all. The monk fruit, I think I want to do about a 1/2 cup. we're going to start off with that because I'm really hoping that that will be enough sweetness, because monk fruit it's non-caloric. There is no calories in monk fruit. I don't know how it happens, but I'm going to let you know something right now. It's amazing. Anybody else feel like I'm a little too made up in the makeup department? I have nowhere to go, but I needed to feel human. Y'all miss a human? I do. I might need another date or two in there. So it's not binding very good. All right, so I'm gonna add in 2 more dates. Thanks, Roseanne. I just felt like, you know what? It was time to do something. So I'm gonna put 2 more dates in here. And we're gonna make that 8. Because we gotta be creative. You know, if you wanna lose weight, if you just wanna be healthy, or just change your lifestyle a little bit, we gotta be a little bit on the creative side. So I love to be creative in the kitchen. 8 dates is working. And I'm curious, what do you guys do when you're trying to change a habit, add a new habit? I'm dying to know, because I know my lifestyle is not the only lifestyle. This is perfect, guys. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so that is exactly the consistency I wanted to make for the crust. So here is the crust, and I'm just going to put it in. I can't wait to show you. Here is the crust. So that is just dates and oats. Okay? Perfect, perfect, perfect. I hope you guys are writing this down. Oh, I'm so glad you love watching them. Sometimes I feel like I might be a little obnoxious, but you want to know something? It's all about, I gotta spray my hands because it's a little sticky. It's all about sharing what's worked, right? So, oh, I know, Roseanne, it's okay. You know, give yourself a little grace, but make sure what you're having, hun, is something that's not going to make you go, ugh, wish I didn't have that. So let me know, like, are you doing the turnip fries? Maybe some butternut squash fries. You know, do something that you could have that's not going to cause you to be like, dang it, I'm mad at myself now. I get that way. And I don't want you to do that. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. All right. So this crust is going to go in the oven for about 15 minutes. We don't need it to be too crazy, right? Just 15 minutes. Wait till you guys see. Just dates and oats. You could change your lifestyle. You don't have to change everything. Yes, Roseanne. So here is what the crust looks like. It's not thick. It's not crazy. I'm going to put a little spray on it, and we're going to set it in the oven. Timer, 15 minutes. There we go. Next, we're going to start the sauce. So for it's not really a sauce. It's a lemon blueberry Tease-Cake. That is what I'm creating today. Okay, so for the lemon and the blueberry topping, again, I want to stick to what I know best, right? So these are the containers. These are the things that have gotten me where I am. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to try this out because, again, this is all like, how do I want my topping, right? So that is 2. Let me do one more because I want a lot of lemon blueberry flavor, you know? So let's just say 3 purple because that's how I work, guys. We create recipes on the fly. And I do it for my girls. Okay, blueberries are back in the freezer. So 3 purple. We did the zest of 2 lemons. I don't know if any of you guys have used a zester before. You just make sure you do not get the white part. If you get the white part, am I saying your name right, girl? Tanisha? We will talk. I am home today, girl, and I'm going to lose my mind. So this is what I do. I love to teach people new recipes for success. Okay, so the zester, okay? You take it, you make sure you get just the yellow. And then you give a good tap. And there's a little more. I tried to leave some so I could show y'all. And I put it in, let's see. We want to make sure we get all the zest. The zest is like, so Vicky, I just used regular oats. You could use any kind of oats because I think, did you use gluten-free? I forget, Vic. This is all I used. The quick oats from Price Right. I have made crusts that are not with the quick oats. The ones that you have to cook comes out just as beautiful because whatever I put on it, even though it pre-cooks the crust, there is a time that it absorbs in there, the tofu mixture. And the dates. 8 dates, Vicky, and I will give you, it ends up being 1 cup of oats. Whatever you need, Tanasha. Am I saying your name right? Yes, Tanasha. Woo! Good girl. I'm good. Okay. So I'm going to add 2 lemons I zested. Okay? So all of the essential oils come out of that. So it's very flavorful. I love it. Then I'm going to add in, because I want it thick. I don't want a runny topping, right? So I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. Well, hang on 1 second because I got to make the thickener first. I don't want it all loose. So I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And the reason I wanted to take some out is because I needed to make a slurry. So let me just put in 1 tablespoon cornstarch. And you could use agar. You could use arrowroot. You could use whatever thickener you want. This just happens to be what I have. I'm not going to the store to get anything. I want to use the pantry staples I have, and I also want to use what I bought this week. So now that I made the slurry, it's going to be a thickener. I'm going to add the rest of the water, and I'm going to pour it right over it. Then, because I do want a little sweetness, okay? I told y'all, I'm a foodie, but I've managed to do what I need to do by being creative and cooking in the kitchen. If you like something, I'm getting cold. I have Raynaud, so it's a circulation thing. I hope it still looks pretty. Okay, so I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of monk fruit, non-caloric. There is no calories. I said, I don't know how they do it, but I want it. So I'm going to add that right to the top. I'm just going to take, no, I'm not. Those are frozen berries. I'm not stirring it. I'm going to go throw this right on the stove. And we're just going to let that be and boil down. Now, think about all that you have done in a cheesecake. A cheesecake, a slice alone could be well over 30 grams of fat, unnecessary carbs. It could have more than you want in it for calories, like 2,000 calories a slice. I'm trying to minimize this for you guys so you can learn how I've done things, and I want you to apply them in your life. So the cheesecake part, I do not have vanilla. I'm not going to the store to get vanilla. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move this crap out of the way. I have 1 brick. I just threw the cover away. I have 1 brick of soft tofu. I get mine at Price Right. It happens to be $1.69. And I find that's the cheapest and the closest to me. Y'all can't see. Let me put soft tofu. Because that makes a really big difference. Now, because I don't have any vanilla, I'm going to substitute almonds. And I'm going to do 1, where'd it go? 1 teaspoon of almond extract. When I do get vanilla back in the house, I will more than likely continue to use vanilla in the thought process of a cheesecake because I want the blueberry and the lemon to be very dominant. So this is all I had. We're going to rock with it. To bring all the flavors out, I'm going to put a dash of sea salt. That's not a dash. That's going to kill a lion. That's a dash of sea. Ooh, Lord in heaven, we got all kinds happening here. All kinds. So, Tanasha, let me tell you right now, it's amazing. So for me, this is, hey, Marilyn. For me, this is a very... for a vegan who does not eat any meat, this is my replacement. This is what I have. Beans, tofu. It's what I do, girl. All right, so now we're going to do lemon juice. So we got the tofu in there. We got a teaspoon of almond extract, which if you have any of vanilla, I would use vanilla. I'm going to juice lemon. I would like to have lemon be very dominant in this cheesecake. So let's hope. I smell that almond though. Oh, that smells so amazing. So let's see what we got here. Y'all, today would have been my Beachbody corporate, really huge event they do all over the world. And I'm sad. I think that's why I'm baking, because I can't go there and hear about all the new stuff, and I can't bring a new friend with me. We're going to do a virtual one. So I think that's what made me just go, I'm cooking. I'm going to make stuff. I'm going to do my food prep. I don't know about you guys, if any of you guys food prep. I got to make sure not to get the seeds, because I'm doing this thing wrong. It's what happens in my world. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's take that off. And let's make sure that this is at least a cup. No, it is not a cup. I'm going to leave it though. I'm going to leave it as is. You know what? That's too much work. Ugh. Guys, you don't even know. All right, we're going to get so the lemon juice in here is a half a cup. A half a cup of lemon juice. We're going to see how this works. A lot of seeds. I am so glad I did that. All right, a half a cup. I hope y'all are writing it down. Okay, then in here, sugar. I want to do a half a cup of monk fruit, because I want my cheesecake to be sweet, right? So, you know what, Tanasha, we could talk. When I'm all done with this, we could talk, and I'll walk you through that. It's been, I went vegan in 2018. It's kind of like I was like, I'm talking about like crazy woman. I went vegan in 2018. Okay, half a cup of monk fruit going in. We're going to put this on. And we're just going to let it blend till everything is incorporated. I'm so in love right now. So in love right now. Don't worry, I'll help you pick stuff. That's what I like to do. I like to personalize things for all of my clients. It just helps, you know? All right, so here is the creamy mixture. Ooh, gotta be careful because that's gonna pop right out. Let's check the timer. I feel like I've been talking so long. It's got 3 minutes. We're gonna cut that down. We're gonna cut that down. The timer's probably gonna go off in a second. All right, so here is the crust. It's actually really good. I'm gonna put down 12 minutes. Crust, 12 minutes. Okay, so not to burn my island, because it's the only island I'll ever be on. Where the heck is my... I'll never go to another island. Everything's all broken up, can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. All right, so I'm going to take the lemon tofu filling, and I'm going to pour it right over the top. And then I'm probably going to bake this for about 45 minutes. I could come back on if you like to show you what the topping is going to look like, because that needs time to cook as well. But I'm so super excited, guys, because if you guys are anything like me, this is hard. Coming up with recipes, thinking about what you want to do. Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you like savory? You know, how can we change things around? I like to do that. That makes me really happy. Okay, so here is the filling, the Tease-Cake filling on top of the crust. So it's the date and the oats. On top is the tofu cheesecake filling. I'm going to put that in the oven for 45 minutes. It may be 30, but we'll find out. Okay. Really, all I wanted to do is set up. I want it to the point where it's not going to jiggle, it's not going to make a mess, it's not going to be anything. And then I want to quickly show you. A lot of people have asked, how do I make my butternut squash bread? So Tanasha, make sure you stay right here, girl, because I'm going to show you really quickly. Years ago, I made a funny video, and it was Cheryl funny, okay? Let me just say that. So, here is my butternut squash. I got it yesterday. I have been a week without butternut squash. I'm not going to lie to you. It was not a good feeling. I'm not proud. I almost killed Jerry in the midst of it all because I had no butternut squash in the house. So this is how I make my butternut squash. When I do this, you make sure you tag me if you do it, because it is one of the most amazing substitutions for bread. If you like bread and you want to abolish bread out of your life and need a great substitution, this is it. Can you see? Is this crap in the way? Because I don't want any of this crap in the way. Okay, girl. I take these. This is the big freaking secret, okay? I could put it in a bread machine. I could cook this squash down. I could do whatever I want to be all fancy, but y'all know when you come in my kitchen, this is a budget kitchen. Budget. I eat healthy on a budget. I have lost 195 pounds. Might have found 5 pounds over the past month. But you know what? I'm going to give myself a little grace. It's okay. Because I know once life goes back to whatever normal was, then that's what's going to happen. We'll all be fine. We're going to be fine. God got us. All right, so here we go. I get my pan. I got nowhere to put it. I take this pan. This is a silicone baking mat. It's been through war. It gets used a lot. All right, you watching, Tanasha? Baking spray. Butternut squash slices. On here. This is your bread, girl. This is it. This is what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Real peanut butter, though. Real peanut butter. Not Skippy, none of that fake stuff. No hydrogenated oils. I put this in the oven for about 40 minutes. And they come out good. If y'all have watched me for the past 5 years, this is it. This is it. This is what I do. I will continue to cut until I get to this part. And then when I come to the round, I recycle everything. If y'all like pumpkin seeds, okay? Do you guys like pumpkin seeds and go and buy them? Don't. Don't throw the seeds out. I go right around and I cut slices all the way around until I see the seeds. And you'll see. You'll see. These are still slices of bread. You could dip them in hummus. You could dip them in avocado. You could do whatever you want. But you're going to help yourself by not having all the bread. You know, society made it where we feel like we're missing out. Girlfriends, we ain't missing out. We don't have to do what everybody else does. If your friend's going out for a big hoagie sandwich, peace out. Go. But you don't need to do what they do. I finally learned I could be me. I could freaking be me now. Do you know how liberating that feeling was? That I wasn't tied to the fact that I had to do what everybody else did? I do what I want to do. And this is it. This is life. All right. So here we go. Inside is seeds. Pop them out. You know how I kind of been telling people what this is like? Like popping a damn pimple. Yeah, you know, this is it. You get what comes out of my mouth. I'm sorry. So I squeeze them all out. I just let it sit. At the very end of my meal prepping, I will put all these seeds on a tray. And it's about 15-20 minutes. Your oven's on 375, 400. And you have pumpkin seeds. That's it. You could salt and pepper them. Don't put oil on them. This is a really great healthy fat. We don't need to make it worse. People already stress out. I can't eat fat. I can't eat this. Shut up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So here are the seeds. I can't even. I can't even get them all off of my fingers now. So at the very end of my meal prepping, this is it. I try and keep everything very natural, Tanasha, because let me tell you, I have a lot of disabilities. I talk about them very freely, very unapologetically. I talk about all my disabilities. Healthy, healing foods are going to help you live a longer life. They just will. You want potato chips? I'll show you how. It's just easy. So here are the seeds. They go right there. I'm going to move all this over because I can't. There's no room. So I want to show you one more thing. 2 more things. And then I'm going to let y'all go because that cake isn't going to be ready yet. I want to show you just a few things, what I'm going to do for meal prepping and how you guys could apply that into your life. You could shred turnips. Let me just bring my whole thing over. This is my shredding bowl. I will shred all of these. The beets. And again, guys, I am trying to be as clear as I can be. I want you guys to have everything. You know, I talk to a lot of people and they're like, excuses, excuses. Fear is a big excuse to change our lives. So here I share everything. I don't want you guys to think I'm hiding anything from you, ever. So this is my shred colander. I'm going to take these zucchinis, the carrots, and the beets, and I'm going to shred them. Typically, I use it for a salad. Yesterday I took the leftover shreds and I made a hash out of them. I used turnips, sweet potatoes, ginger. I had no beets, so that wasn't part of the day. Here is the other thing. Very low non-caloric. Very low non-caloric. It is, what do I want to call it? It is turnips. And I make them into turnip fries. I make them into, again, bread. You could make turnip hash. You could make turnip mashed potatoes. If you're trying to cut out potatoes, add half of the turnips. Boil it with your potatoes. You could do the same thing with cauliflower. Okay? Cauliflower is the same exact way. So here are the slices. I could put them in my air fryer, or I could also just put them in the oven. I could spray them with baking spray, and I could also add spices onto it. So say I'm making nachos. In my house, Saturday night is nacho night. Instead of nachos, y'all are going to laugh at me. I put either a sweet potato at the bottom, because at 370 pounds, I was not a happy girl, but I could eat me some nachos. I could eat you out of the park on nachos, and I don't want to do that. I always feel like if I had a food truck, I think I would be the most famous person on the food truck island. It's always been like a dream of mine to make sure when people go to fairs that they would have healthy foods. You know, Shakeology, one of my favorite foods. That I can never replace that. I want to serve that. I want to serve everything I make because I think it's good and it's healing. But, you know, that's what I want. Like, it would be a dream of mine to drive around and make people healthy food. So here is I'm going to take that off. Even though it's super cute, I don't want to eat it. So I could season these. I could take this other lemon and make an olive oil dressing. Very little olive oil, a little bit of Italian herbs. You could make it like a bread and dip it in sauce. I'm giving you everything out of my brain that I'm thinking of right now because that's how I work. I just love food. I could talk to you guys about food all damn day and you'd be like, damn, Cheryl, it's been 5 hours. You're going to hang the hell up? So here are the turnips. They are going to be roasted in the air fryer. I will singularly, I don't even know if that word came out correctly. I will take them out one by one. I will put them in the air fryer with baking spray on it and everything but the bagel spice. When it comes out of the air fryer, it is a turnip fry. It could be like potato chips if you have a mandolin. I have cut myself way too much lately to play with anything extremely sharp. I can't go to the hospital because y'all know it's crazy up in there. So that is that. Those are all the things that I'm going to food prep. And I will come back and show you what this... Let's just look at the sauce. Let's look at it real quick. Let's peek it out. So right now, here is the blueberry lemon sauce. Oh! So now that everything is watered down, the blueberries are not frozen, I'm going to put this on boil because I want that cornstarch slurry to amp the, it's still icy, but I wanted to amp it up. So in order for the cornstarch to actually make this solidify, it needs to boil. So we're going to put this on boil. And we're going to let that go. And then if you guys have any questions at all, I want you to ask them. I want you to ask questions. I have celiac. I have an autoimmune disease, which makes it really hard to go ahead and have things that other people would have. So I like to create recipes. I am vegan because on my mother's side of the family, there is... my phone is ringing. I'm so sorry. On my mother's side of the family, There is heart disease, which is all encompassing. It has, oh, yeah, Vicky. I'm sorry, girl. I thought I showed you. It was just the Price Right Quick Oats. That's it. That's all, girl. That's what I used. It doesn't say certified gluten-free, but I know my daughter would kill me because it doesn't say that. So, any other question? You're welcome, Vic. Anything for family, girl? Or, you know how I feel about you. So anything you guys need that my lifestyle has done for me, I want to give it to you. It just means that much to me. In a world of uncertainty, we have the most hellacious amount of obesity, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. There's so much going on in this world, and now you throw a pandemic on us. So we need to take care of our health and wellness, first and foremost. So I come on to you live because I have the time. But I also come on to you live with the plea to please be mindful. I don't want to read about anybody. I made it to 52. I'm so excited. I didn't ever think I was going to. It was a bit of fear of mine. But I share my fears, I share my stories, and I want you guys to know I love you all to pieces. I have a 2 o'clock Beachbody corporate event happening, and it's happening all over the world, and I want to be on it. Oh, Marianne, I'm so happy I could help you. Anything you need, honey, you just tell me. I bring it to you. I want you guys to have that success. So I am going to let y'all go because I already know that it's going to take forever, 45 minutes. I could talk forever, but I don't want to because I got to get on that call. Anybody could join. If anybody wants to try and do this with me, there's a maximum of 10,000 people. They're expected to have about 400,000 people join because it's virtual. So I'm going to try and get my butt on there earlier. But anybody curious about what I do as a health and wellness coach and you want to hear, let me know. I'd be more than happy to have you join. Otherwise, I'm going to finish prepping for the next half hour. And y'all see, this is it. I'm going to do something with beans for me. The cheesecake is not only just going to be dessert, but it's actually a healing protein for my body. And that's pretty much it. That's it. There are the seeds coming up early. That's it, guys. I love you all. I think that you guys are going to do great. I'm going to come on here as much as I can. My food is pretty simple. That's it. That's it. That's all we have to do is, I have very simple foods. Sorry, guys. All these little calls. So anything, questions about foods that you could work with. If you have an autoimmune disease, if you have allergies, let me know. I will work with you. I will help you get that done. And if you need a meal plan, let me help you do that. And I'll devise one for you. Want a workout program? You want to join a VIP group? I got so much to give you. You just let me know. That's it. That's it. I'm just so super excited to be alive, right? This is a great time. And y'all could see me a little too much. I'm so sorry. Did I offend anybody for talking too long? I hope not. I hope not. I love you all. I will show you a picture when the Tease-Cake is done.